So that little bitty bit is what was actually holding that nut on before Brian went to torque it. It had rusted nearly all the way through.
Still looks like I'm starting to get closer to the edge. That's why I'm trying to stop.
Yeah, so you can get an ease out in it.
Yeah. Oh,
I think that silver wouldn't be that hard to come out. Hey, Tamara,
Yes?
can you get a crescent?
Yes.
That's not funny.
yeah. Oh, let me see that light. You're blinding the crap out of me. It's bouncing off the crescent.
Fluorescent. I would not have dreamed that. Consider it's only 20 foot-pounds.
Like I said, I think it just rusted up. Oh, I don't want to get too violent with it.
I cannot believe it won't get loose.
It's seized up.
It might have moved a little.
That's what I thought too. I thought I heard something kind of wince a little.
They do use blue Loctite on those bolts, is what I read.
Blue Loctite.
Yes.
Is that what you seen, or did it?
I read it. I don't know. I don't even know what that does. It sounds like it locks something in place, but
Drill it out more and get a bigger one.
I don't know if I can because I'm so close to the
To the
edge.
threads.
so that is the nut that has sheared off, and we have used left drill bits that drill to the left, and then a punch easy out, and it is like rusted into the thing. So the next thing is to weld a washer or something to this and then try to pull it out today. If that doesn't work, we're on to plan D and E. So currently we're changing the China bolts out to grade 8 bolts Brian has purchased. So, and then he's torquing them. I don't know what torque setting. Are you torquing them, Brian, to what setting?
20 is what it says, or what everybody keeps saying.
Torquing them to 20, which is what he's read online, so.
Because the other deal said it was 30, but they say that's too much.
Yeah, so, anyway, he's getting her torqued up. So that's warning us we're getting close.
So first,
So he's cleaning these off, the bolts off, and then putting some kind of green.
it's a marker so you know if something's moved.
Okay. It's a marker, so if you know if something's moved. So he's marking them somehow. Oh, does it just form like a connected line, and if the line's broken, it's moved?
Yep, I think something's happened.
Oh, okay. Does it wear off over time, or?
Not supposed to.
Okay, well, we got green goo. Ghostbusters!
That way I can see. It's pretty easy if it's moved.
You've been slimed.
Yeah,
Let's hope it stays. So this is removing the old bolts. What size of socket is that, Brian?
9/16.
9/16 socket. Removing the old bolt. And we're doing this because the bolts are rusting and shearing off, right?
Yeah. We can't tell what grade they are. Don't know for sure anything about them.
Except that they're rusting and shearing off, and whoop, so we're putting
The hell's
grade 8 in. I got it, it's right there. These bolts have no markings on them to identify them.
Yeah, I don't know what grade they are or anything about them.
So we're putting grade 8 in. So then he's putting a little bit of Loctite, blue Loctite on it, medium grade Loctite to help hold it.
Yeah, because it says a lot of shock.
Just to maybe keep it from backing off.
Yeah.
So 2 washers
Hey, get out of here.
and grade 8 bolt. I guess these have markings on them marking that they're grade 8, so.
Yeah, that don't feel good. I don't like that feels. Just chase them threads just a bit.
So here we're cleaning the threads with the, I don't know what that is, Brian.
It's a tap.
It's a tap. So that just cleans and rethreads it.
Yeah.
Clean them up because they're rusted in there. So then he puts this, I don't know, is that lubricant? T9.
Cleaning.
T9 cleaner in there.
I need some paper.
Second attempt after cleaning out the threads from the old rusty bolt. Do this again. Set our ratchet gear going. That's a lot better and smoother, huh?
Yeah.
I can already tell just from the way you're ratcheting it's better. So again, we're having to run that die, that tap through there to re-thread and clean out the threads. These are all the metal shavings I cleaned out of that die. So we took the tire, we're taking the tires off and we're replacing the outside bolts on the outside shocks as well. So to do that, we use the jack and then the actual floor jack to get the wheel high enough to get it off. That one's starting to rust.
Yeah, that one don't look good either.
No.
Unless that's some stuff
These
they put
things
in
are
it.
coming off and they're looking terrible. You can see, well, can't get it to focus, but there's rust there. So when that happens, Brian runs that tap to re-thread and clean out the threads in there before he puts the new screw in. And then he sprays that T9 to get the metal shavings and keep it clean and turning smooth. And then when he takes that out, I take the T9 and re-clean the die so it's fresh for the next bolt if we need it for the opening. So then we replace it with the new bolt, and Brian will tighten it up and then snug it up with the torque wrench to 20 foot-pounds. It just turns so much smoother, but you gotta be so careful taking them out because you don't want it to break on you. So he gets that snug and then he'll
Check it with the torque wrench. Make
check
sure
it
you
with
got
the
at least
torque
20 on her.
wrench. Make sure it's 20 foot-pounds and all good there. All good. So we got the tire back on and we're torquing the, and these lug nuts were really difficult to put on. We were shocked at how tight they were to screw back on. It's Kind of weird. So you can see
That's
the
the end of it.
shavings.
Yeah.
So these are the shavings that it's cleaning out as we run this die through there. They're just, all that is gunk and stuff that's going to rust and seize up our bolts. And we'll end up with another sheared off mess. So we're cleaning that out each time. Again, we don't know what kind of screw bolts they're using, but they're bad. They're rusted and corroding and terrible.
Didn't put the stuff on it. Dang it, woman!
All of
Got them on me.
that. All of that, to include the welder, was needed to help get that hole drilled out and then refilled with metal and re-drilled for a bolt
Yeah.
to keep the shock on because of these rusted, crappy bolts. I don't know what we'd have done if we were in Montana in the wilderness like we often are. We dang sure wouldn't have had a welder. We wouldn't have had a Bradley. And a lot of these tools that we have either at home or our son had. Or we went and bought. We bought over, I don't know, what was it? $275 worth of tools so far.
The 200 ones though, just a torque wrench.
Yeah, the 215 was a torque wrench, but the rest of it was bolts and drill bits and whatnot. So this is the last of the bolts that we replaced, except for the one that we're having to completely redo the thread.
That is
So,
correct.
almost done.
Okay. What happened? Okay, you want to start at the beginning, or where you want to start at?
Well, just go ahead and start.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay, what happened was we had the bolt is just like this, and we got ready to take it off.
I didn't get that bolt. I don't know, that bolt.
This has been the replacement bolt, but
Yeah.
this is where the bolt was at, and this had a bolt in it down here to put the shock on, or hold the shock on. And we got ready to do the torque on it, and when I torqued it to the 20, it just twisted right off. And Tamara should have a picture of it just to show it was pretty much already gone, just a little bit holding it on.
It rusted all the way through
Yeah.
to about an 1/8 inch was holding on, was all.
And then when we got into this, we drilled it out and used some left-handed drill bits, tried to get it out, and we got it drilled through a little bit, and couldn't go anymore. We were scared to get in the threads, so we turned around then and put an ease out and put it in there, drove it in, and then sure enough, we got a little, I guess, a little too rough, or just give up anyway, and we broke the ease out in it. So then after we got the ease out in there, we had to go get the welder and get a nut and weld it on that cap and then twist that off. We ended up getting the ease out part back out of it, but then we started drilling this out more so we could just re-tap it with that bolt down in there, and then the bolt decided to come out. So we got the bolt out of there, so then it got to where this hole was too big. So then we had to go with the welder and go build it back up, fill all the hole up and fill it back up, and then start over and drill a new hole in here just to put a threads in so we can put the bolt back in. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We've got to finish drilling it out and then put the threads on it, and then we should be able to thread the new bolt in there. We should be good to go.
So this moral to this story is check your dead gun bolts, because if you got the China bolts that don't have any markings on them, they're going to rust out and seize up, and you're going to be in a mess.
Yeah. See nothing coming out.
I know.
Hey, I guess that'll
They're pretty deep though.
look to see, measure. You know they don't make a socket that'll fit that either?
Yeah, they do.
Well, normal socket,
Oh yeah. No, you have to have a.
it'll be something like a 32nds or 64ths or something.
Yeah, you have to have a.
Looks like it's down a little bit.
Down.
Down a little. Okay. Got a little.
Oh bullshit! Get in there.